Go over there. Yeah, go on the left side of the three-point line right now.
Like on the defensive side, he'll take the ball. Offensive side, he gets open, hits the shot, get back on defense.
And the big guy Williams hits the floor there.
He rolled his ankle.
Yeah, he's grimacing, you can tell. But he'll make the nice pass for the dunk and the foul.
I hit a three during halftime at a college basketball game.
Imagine playing basketball without the use of your legs, or even without arms. Sounds impossible, right? But what if I told you there are players who not only defy the odds, but completely dominate the game? These are athletes who have turned their physical challenges into extraordinary strengths. From sinking three-pointers to outmaneuvering opponents, these players have shattered every expectation. So, get ready to meet the basketball players you won't believe exist, because their stories are nothing short of miraculous. Number 1. Josiah Johnson, the athlete without legs. What if someone told you that you couldn't play basketball because you don't have legs? That's what Josiah Johnson heard growing up. Born without legs, Josiah was constantly reminded of the things he supposedly couldn't do. People told him he'd never play basketball, let alone make it onto a team. But instead of letting those words define him, Josiah turned them into fuel. Initially, Josiah played wheelchair basketball, excelling in the sport. But even that wasn't enough for him. He wanted to play the game just like everyone else, and that's exactly what he set out to do. Josiah spent countless hours practicing on the court, moving with his arms, shooting from the ground, and perfecting his ball handling skills. By 8th grade, Josiah was ready to try out for his school's basketball team. Making the team wasn't easy, but Josiah didn't need anyone's pity. He earned his spot through sheer talent. His defensive skills, honed from his unique low-to-the-ground position, made him a nightmare for opponents. Teammates even compared him to Steph Curry because in his very first game, with seconds on the clock, Josiah sank a three-pointer, leaving everyone in awe. Number 2. JoJo Hayes, the three-point sniper with no legs. JoJo Hayes is another player who redefined what it means to be a basketball player. At just 1 year old, JoJo was diagnosed with meningitis, a life-threatening disease that led doctors to make a heart-wrenching decision. They had to amputate both of his legs to save his life. Most people would see this as the end of any athletic dream, but not JoJo. By the time he was 5, JoJo had already fallen in love with basketball. With a relentless spirit, he began practicing, shooting from all over the court and perfecting his dribbling in his living room. Despite his physical limitations, JoJo became a sharpshooter, especially from beyond the arc. His big moment came during the halftime of a University of Illinois game, where he got the chance to play 5-on-5 in front of over 10,000 people. With the crowd watching, JoJo hit a three-pointer that went viral, making him an internet sensation. His performance had the audience roaring, and for a brief moment, JoJo felt like an NBA superstar.
And it went viral. I saw it on YouTube.
Get it, JoJo!
Number 3. Jalen Styles, the hooper with no arms. Next up is Jalen Styles, a player who faced an unimaginable challenge, playing basketball with no arms. Born with a rare infection that resulted in the loss of most of his arms, Jalen's dream of becoming a hooper seemed impossible. Even his friends doubted him, often leaving him out of games, which broke his heart. But Jalen didn't let rejection stop him. Instead, it motivated him to work even harder. By the age of 12, he had developed the skills necessary to make his middle school basketball team. He learned to dribble, pass, and most impressively, shoot, all without the use of his arms. His determination paid off when he finally got his chance to play in a game and nailed his shot, leaving everyone speechless. Number 4. Hansel Emmanuel, the one-handed wonder. Hansel Emmanuel's story is one of pure resilience. At just 6 years old, he lost his left arm in a tragic accident. But instead of letting this tragedy define him, Hansel, with the help of his father, who was a professional basketball player, learned to play the game with just one arm. When Hansel's family moved to Florida, he got the opportunity to showcase his skills in a high school league. And did he ever deliver? Hansel dazzled on the court with one-armed crossovers, deep jump shots, and even dunks. His incredible talent quickly caught the world's attention. turning him into a social media sensation with over 1.6 million Instagram followers. Hansel's journey didn't stop there. He continued to dominate in AAU games, scoring 12 straight points in just 40 seconds during one of his first matches, leading his team to victory.
Shout out to Alex, Israel, you know how we do.
Now, with his eyes set on the NBA, Hansel is a true inspiration to anyone facing adversity. Number 5. Manny Love, the Harlem Globetrotter. Standing at just 4 feet 5 inches, Manny Love is one of the smallest players to ever grace a basketball court, but don't let his size fool you. This Division II college player turned Harlem Globetrotter has skills that make grown men look silly. Manny's journey began with Division II college offers, where he quickly made a name for himself. But his big break came when he signed with the Harlem Globetrotters, becoming the smallest person to ever play professional basketball. Despite his height, Manny's one of the best ball handlers in the world, often leaving defenders in the dust with his quick moves and flashy tricks. Number 6. Kevin Groh, the NBA's first player with Down syndrome. Kevin Groh's story is one of triumph over the odds. Born with Down syndrome, Kevin faced many challenges growing up. However, his love for basketball never wavered. He spent years practicing on his own, dreaming of one day playing for his high school team. Kevin's dedication paid off when he finally made the team and got the chance to play in a real game. In what can only be described as a miracle, Kevin scored 14 points, including 3 three-pointers, and even hit a buzzer beater, leaving the crowd in awe. The video of Kevin's performance quickly went viral, catching the attention of the NBA's Philadelphia 76ers. The team offered Kevin a 2-day contract, allowing him to live out his dream of being an NBA player. Wearing his custom jersey, Kevin joined the team pre-game, standing side by side with his new teammates, a powerful moment that transcended the sport itself. Number 7. Troy Escalade Jackson, the giant with unmatched skills. If you think you've seen big basketball players, think again. Tony Escalade Jackson was a towering figure, standing 6 foot 10 inches and weighing 500 pounds. His size alone was enough to intimidate anyone on the court, but it was his surprising agility and skill that made him a legend. Troy was a force to be reckoned with, moving around the court with the finesse of a guard and the power of a center. He had handles like Allen Iverson and could shoot from anywhere on the court. Watching Troy play was like witnessing a real-life giant dominate the game in a way that seemed almost impossible. Despite his size, Troy was known for his gentle personality and his love for the game. He played with a passion that inspired everyone around him, and his legacy lives on as one of the most unforgettable players to ever touch a basketball. These incredible athletes prove that no obstacle is too great to overcome. Whether they were born without limbs or faced life-threatening illnesses, each of these players turned their challenges into their greatest strengths, inspiring millions around the world. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Who knows, the next basketball legend could be someone you'd never expect.